everybody and welcome to Craft Time with me, Elisha, on NSK TV. Today we've got another rainbow craft because I know that you've been enjoying these rainbow crafts for the past 2 weeks. So today we're making a rainbow paper plate. How cool is that? So we've got a big cloud here, we've got a little bit of texture here with a really fluffy cloud and a very own sun, and the special thing is our rainbow can move. How cool is that? It can move up, it can get bigger or it can get smaller, whatever you want it to be. So should we go through our colours of the rainbow again? I know you've probably got used to this by now. We've been doing it for the past 2 weeks, but let's do it one more time. You ready? So you start red. I want you to shout it as loud as you can, especially you, Thea. Loud as you can, top of the lungs. Red, yellow, pink, green, purple and blue. Now I know that I keep forgetting my oranges, but it's because I've run out of room. If you look at this rainbow, look how full it is. I could not fit my orange onto there, so I had to compromise and not use it, but I want to make sure that you have your oranges onto your own rainbow. So does this look like a really fun craft, boys and girls? Are you still there? Hello? I can't hear you. You're very quiet. I want you to shout super duper loud. Okay, ready? Is this fun, boys and girls? Whoa! Ow! I think my ears really hurt now. Ooh, got an earache. Well, thanks for that, boys and girls. I'll have to go to the opticians and get my ears fixed now. But anyway, let's move on to making this craft. Are you ready? Let's go! So the first thing you're going to need to make your rainbow plate craft is obviously a paper plate. Now on our paper plate we've got lots of clouds, so for the clouds either grab yourself white card or do what I'm doing, grab yourself some cotton wool pads which will make the clouds look 3D and super fluffy. However, we have got that one cloud that's super big at the front which the rainbow comes out of, so I'm going to do that cloud in this white glittery card that I've got. This just makes the cloud stand out even more against all of the other fluffy clouds. Now to make sure that our rainbows can come out of our clouds nice and easily, you need some card or an ice lolly stick. I've just got this white card because then it blends in with the cloud and makes the rainbow pop out even more with all of its colours. And obviously we can't forget that we've got to have sun to make our rainbows, so grab yourself some yellow card or you can use your white card and just colour it yellow or paint it yellow. Talking of paints, we'll obviously need some blue paint for our sky. Now I've just got a light blue and a dark blue to add more depth, but you can do it however you want it, just as long as it's blue, because you know you've got to have blue skies to have a rainbow. But also if you don't have paints you can use crayons, pencils, felt tips, whatever. Just colour in the back of your paper plate to make it look as bright blue as you can. Now to add the colour onto our rainbow we're going to need lots and lots of coloured felt pens. Now I've got these, so I've got all my colours of the rainbow here, and then I've got a black fine liner for details extra that might be needed to my paper plate, but you can use whatever, crayons, pencils, felt tips, biros, paints, whatever, as long as you have a full rainbow of colours. And the last thing you'll need is scissors and a glue stick. Now with your scissors be super duper careful because they're really sharp at the end. We don't want you to get hurt. So either get an adult to do this for you, or if you're old enough, get an adult to watch over your shoulder just to make sure you're extra careful. Okay, so the first thing we need to do to make our rainbow paper plate is we need to grab our blue paint and start to paint on our blue sky onto our paper plate. into blue, just like this, we need to go and wash our hands because I bet they're super messy from all the paint. So let's go and wash our hands while we let our plates dry. So while we just let our plates dry just a tiny little bit more, I think we should get started onto our sun and our clouds, which will then go onto our plate. So let's start off with the sun. Grab your yellow card and all we need to do is draw a circle and then cut it out. Our sun, then you need to grab your cotton wool pads or your white cards to make your clouds, but for the cotton wool pads you just need to grab them and start to rip them up so you get this fluffy side. This is what we want for our clouds. Okay, so once you've done that step where you've got your cotton wool pads, all I did was simply tear off the little loose bits of fluff, and then that makes this almost mini cloud, which we're going to use on our paper plate. So you can get rid of the actual pad part because all you need was the inside. So in order to make our bigger cloud, I've chosen the glittery card, but you can do whatever you want. But we just need to turn it on its back and then draw a shape of a cloud. Okay, so once you've cut out your cloud, I've done mine almost like a cartoony Toy Story style cloud. But once you've cut it out, now we've got our sun, our mini cloud and our bigger cloud. All we need now is our rainbow. So let's move on to our rainbow and then we can stick it all onto our plate. So first of all, you just need to grab your white bit of cards, which your rainbow is going to be on. And we just need to cut our little half circle in our rainbow shape and then we can start to colour. So grab your scissors or an adult to do this for you, or watch over your shoulder while you do it, and just cut out your rainbow. There we go, we've cut out our rainbow shape. I did mine a little bit bigger just so that it's a huge rainbow to put a smile on people's faces. But grab your colours and we can start to colour in our rainbow. now we have our sun, our cloud, our sparkly cloud and our rainbow. So let's get sticking onto our paper plate. So the first step you're going to need to do is make a slit like this in the paper plate. I'm sorry, I thought I was recording it, but it turns out I wasn't. All you need to do is grab your scissors, poke them here and then cut across, but make sure you're getting adults to do this because it's very, very tricky and I don't want you to hurt yourself. But once you've done that, then we can move on to sticking on our extra details. So you can stick on your details any order that you want to, but I've decided to stick on the big cloud first to cover up this line. So first of all, make sure that it can cover up that line and then put your plate to one side, flip the cloud on its back, grab your glue stick and you're just going to want to put a thin layer of glue on the bottom of the cloud. Make sure that it's not on all of the clouds because we still want that line to be open for the rainbow to pop through. So once you've stuck the glue on, then just stick it over like so and press it down so it's nice and secure. So then if you look on the back, you can still clearly use that line there. So the next step is to stick our sun on. I'm just going to stick mine pointing out a little bit so that then there's enough room for the rainbow to come up. So just grab your glue stick, turn over your sun and apply the glue and then pull it onto the plate. Just like that. Now this next step can be quite tricky, so what I found best to do was to grab the glue stick and stick on where you want your cloud to be. So I want mine to be around here, but put the glue onto the plate first and then attach your cotton wool pads to the glue. Now for our rainbow to be stuck on, we need to grab the rest of our white card or grab your lollipop stick and we need to cut out a line here which will be stuck on the back of our rainbow. So once you've cut out a strip of your card, just grab your glue stick again and we're just going to stick glue on the top of our card along here like so, and then just stick it on to the back of our rainbow like this. Then our rainbow is on our own stick. And there we go, boys and girls, we've made our very own rainbow paper plate craft. Now I made the stupid mistake of not measuring up my rainbow, so make sure when you're doing your rainbow that it can fit through this gap here. As you can see, mine can a little bit, but then it gets stuck. Oh no, look at that! So I've had to choose the alternative method of just having it poking over the cloud like this, which still looks really nice. But you can do whatever you want, boys and girls. I think I'm just going to add a little bit more detail and then we'll be finished. So the extra detail that I want to make is my sun looks really boring, don't you think? It just looks like a yellow circle. So I think I'm going to draw a happy smiley face and then some sunbeams coming down here, and I'm also going to draw some raindrops coming down here because you have to have the rain and the sun mixing to make a rainbow. So I want to show that on my craft. Now I don't really think you could see with it down here, but I've just drawn some little lines here as sunbeams and some little tiny lines here as rainbow drops. And then just a very basic smiley face for my sun. And if we add our rainbow, then we are all done with that craft, boys and girls. Look at that, how amazing does that look? Now you can do whatever you want with this now. You can add string to the back and hang it on your window, or you can just use it to bring a big smile to your neighbours' faces when you're doing your 8 PM clap on a Thursday. Does that sound good? I think it does. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this craft. We shall see you next week for another very exciting craft. Hope you have a good week, boys and girls, and make sure you're making lots and lots of crafts to keep yourself busy. Bye!